Everybody, it's time for Ask Rad. So I'm back from all my world travels, yay! So I've been in Austria and briefly in Germany, and I've been in the English countryside, and I've been in London, and now I'm home. Next up will be Chicago. I'll be in Chicago teaching a 3-day class in a couple of weeks, so I'm looking forward to that. So hi everybody. So we are going to be doing an hour worth of readings this week, so I'm excited about doing that. So you have several options. You can either so we are simulcasting for those who don't know. So we're on Instagram, hi, and we're on Facebook, hi. So you can either ask me a question or request a reading on Instagram in the live feed. You can do the same on Facebook. Also, if you want, there is a post at the pin to the top of my Facebook page where you can also ask questions. So, might as well get to it. Although I did want to make one super quick a little announcement thingy. Cindy Collister. So if you're watching, I answered your question in the Facebook post. Because I saw it and I knew it was going to get buried, and I know exactly how you feel. And so I wanted to give you an answer to that. So Cindy Collister, check the Facebook post where you will see an answer to your question. All right, so here we go. So we're going to start with the Facebook posts, and we'll just see what comes up. So let's see here. Okay, so Anna. Hi, Anna. Anna says, I have a question about a nightmare that I had. Okay. I was nearby a lake, and there was a terrible monster with a big mouth and teeth that wanted to take me, and I was so afraid. When this mouth was near to take me, my father hit it with a long sword. But at the same time, it was very strange because my father never saved me when he needed to do it. So I was wondering if this monster represents lower energies or cords related to my father, and if the sword represents Archangel Michael. So the first thing that I'll tell you, Anna, is that a dream always means what you think it means. But I absolutely do understand the importance of getting other people's opinions. A big shout out here to Melissa Virtue. Melissa Virtue, it happens to be, in my opinion, the best dream interpreter on the planet. So I do, and I have gone to her before for things that had me stressed out, so I do get that. So the first thing I think that I would say about this is that you were nearby a body of water, but you were not in the water. And I think that's sort of significant because water is emotion. And so it's as if this, and this does sound like it has to do with your father because he was present. So it makes me sort of feel like that there are emotions that you are not currently working with or are not dealing with at this particular time that you are keeping outside of yourself that probably have to do with your father. Sounds like at some point you expected your father to rescue you or help you in some way, and he did not do that. And so perhaps this lake, this body of emotion that is outside of yourself, that you're not currently in, that you're not currently dealing with, has to do with that. The monster with a big mouth that wanted to take you, that makes me kind of feel like, what is a mouth? A mouth is a way in which we communicate. So perhaps some of the ways in which your father did not rescue you or did not help you have to do with things that he either said or did not say. Things that were communication that had to do with that, and those things hurt you in a severe way, and maybe perhaps made you feel less than whole in such a way. The sword, I had the same thought as you, that it was Archangel Michael. So perhaps cutting your core energetic connections, severing the connections to the past, it's kind of in cutting those cords, and so that you sever the connections to the past and the things that still keep you feeling sort of stuck. I don't have a sense perhaps of lower energies, cords related to your father. Yeah, that sounds kind of right. So hope that is helpful. Okay, so for those of you on Instagram and Facebook who are posting inside the feed, please do remember that the questions go by super fast. And so I will, so I have to try to kind of catch them as fast as I can. So all right, so Char Smith wants to know why she feels so connected to her past lover. And, so here's what I would say to that, is a couple of things, and this is on Instagram, I find that people who have a very strong connection to a past lover, that there's several possible things going on. I do think that sometimes that is a past life relationship that has come back into this life, and so there may be residual emotions from that past life relationship that sort of have you sort of stuck, make you kind of feel sort of like you're stuck in that emotion, and perhaps the past relationship it might have been stronger than even the relationship that you had, that in with the person in this lifetime. I also think that do a check, okay? Do a pulse check on yourself, and make sure that you're not looking at the past relationship as something where you're really attaching to it because you're afraid there won't be another relationship. I find that happens a lot of times, that people either that might in their subconscious, they feel like, oh, I'm not going to have another relationship, and so that was my chance, and so they get into this whole thing where they feel like they start really focusing on their ex and kind of wanting their ex back. So check into that. Please make sure, do a pulse check for yourself. Make sure that you're not doing that. And if you are, then I would really say that you should ask Archangel Michael to help you to sever your past connections, but also Archangel Jophiel for you to see yourself in the beautiful way that you should be seeing yourself, so that you aren't fretting or worrying that you're not going to find somebody else. And then also, I think Archangel Raphael, because Archangel Raphael is a little bit of a matchmaker, so you might want to kind of look into that as well as Archangel Raphael to help you to find the next love, the next relationship. Because I promise you, when you find the next relationship, you'll sort of stop thinking about the past. All right, so okay, so let's see if we can grab something on Facebook. So Marion Foley wants to know if there are any angel messages for her. So Marion, I don't know if you have... So I've got a couple of guardian angel names that came in before the show, but they're not yours. So we'll just keep those sitting there. So guardian angel names for you, if you don't have them, what I'm getting is Serenity, which is a pretty name. Yeah, right? That's cool. And then Delilah. So really pretty names for you. And so Serenity is the one doing the talking at the moment, and Serenity basically says, "Dearest one, we are so glad to hear from you. We are aware of personal concerns and fears that you do not wish to be revealed in this setting. Fair enough. But please do know that we are currently actively working on these issues. And we assure you all will be resolved in a peaceful and loving way that will allow you to move forward very soon. We love you and are here for you. Serenity. So there you go, Marion. Okay. All right. So there we go. So let's see. Let's get rid of this. Something just popped up. Let's refresh the page here over here on Facebook for the Facebook posts and see what kind of questions we have. Okay. So Holly says, "Hi, Riley. My in-laws are moving in next month, and my husband is already having trouble dealing with it. Can you pull a card for what he can do to ease the transition? Also, he would like to know his guardian angels' names." Sure. Wow, that's wow. Okay, so a couple of things. First of all, I think, so there's an archangel whose name is Raguel, Raguel, and his name means the friend of God. And so I would really start working with Raguel, Holly, for you and Dan. Raguel smooths out relationships. He brings harmony to relationships. So it's really kind of like important that you get that energy in there. I would also, if they haven't moved in and you have, I would clear the space. I'm getting from, so these guardian angels that I mentioned that came through beforehand, these are for Dan. So one is named Melody, and that sounds like a good idea. Melody, and the other one is a really unusual name. It's Evander. It's Evander. So I would get Melody and Evander very much involved, and I think it would be really important for you to clear the space. So if you don't have a feng shui person that you use for clearing space, then can I recommend Denise Lynn, who I adore. Denise Lynn, Linn. It's not Ly, it's Linn. Denise Lynn's book, Sacred Spaces, and you can find that that book has been out for a really long time, so you could find that used. So it doesn't have to cost you a lot of money, but it's an awesome book. It's one of those books that I never ever box up or put away. It's always on my shelf, and that will help you to clear the space. So I would clear the house of everything first, clear the energy, bring in Archangel Raguel, because to help with that, and also maybe Archangel Jophiel, Jophiel, the beauty of God. Jophiel is really awesome about helping everything to feel positive and feel good. So Raguel and Jophiel, I would bring those in. As far as cards, sure, we can do that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start today with Archangel, well, this is not Archangel Power Tarot cards, but since that's the word that came out of my mouth, we're going to start with Archangel Power Tarot cards. So just see what the cards have to say about this situation. To well, that was easy. That was so yeah, okay. So the first card is change your life, and it's gonna kind of change your life to have your in-laws moving in. So that makes total sense, and it's gonna happen. So here we are. The next card is Queen of Ariel, and the first line on this card is nurture yourself and others. And so I think that it's very important that while these in-laws have moved in with you, and you are going to have to be taking care of them, it's going to be also just as equally important that you're taking care of yourself. So that's both Dan and Holly. You guys are going to have to really, really, really make sure that you take care of yourself and take care of each other during this situation. And the last card is Page of Gabriel, and this is a card that says you're ready for any challenge. So you guys, you can do this. You can do this. It'll be okay. You can do this. So so kind of don't worry. Clear the space. Get the right angels in there. Okay. All right. Let's see. Let's go back to Instagram. Let's see. Oh, come on, Instagram, come back. It stopped on my side. Okay. So that's an easy one. So Jay Kitely, I'm probably saying it wrong, wants to know if she's going to get married. Jay Kitely. And if I'm mispronouncing it, then please just forgive me, as it went by really, really fast. So, all right. So, will you get married? I'm going to go to Angel Answer Oracle cards, and I like to separate out Angel Answer Oracle cards into 3 stacks. One of the stacks is for yes/no answers. So we're just going to do this here. Okay. And well, that's easy. That's an easy answer. Yes. So that's easy. I like that. But maybe you'd like a little bit more than just yes. But or maybe you don't. But you know what? What I'm going to do is I'm going to pull the other stack part of Angel Answer Oracle cards and just see what it also says. Okay. PAARUL 15 doggy. Sorry, I just want to do that one. Okay, so here we go. Oh, good grief. Okay, Alexandria, manic, car accident. Gosh, you guys on Instagram, you're touching me. You guys I'm touched by what's going on for you guys. So the first card is trust. So we know that we know the answer to the question of will you get married is yes. So it's important that you trust. The next card is helpful people. This kind of tells me that you're going to be introduced to somebody if you haven't already been introduced by other people. And finally, communicate clearly. That's really important. That you communicate clearly with the person that you wind up being in a relationship with. So I'm going to do a couple more on Instagram before I go back to Facebook, because these were just touching me. So one of them is Paru 15, whose little pooch is not doing well. So what I want to do is I want to give you some archangels, because these are the archangels that I work with every single day for my pooches. And it's our Ariel and Raphael. Okay, so Archangel Ariel is the archangel that takes care of the animal realms, and Raphael is physical healing. for both people and animals. So I would suggest that you get Archangel Ariel and Raphael to help with your little pooch. So and do it on a daily basis, okay? And then Alexandria Dragonfly, which is a really great name, said that she's very worried that her twin has left the state, has left in a manic state, had a car accident. She's very, very concerned about the twin. So what I'm going to do is this time I really am going to use Angel Tarot cards. And let's see what we get on that particular topic. Okay. And here we go. Okay. Okay, so Missy, will my financial situation change for the better? Missy, financial situation improve for the better. So that's on Facebook. So I want to grab that one. All right. And so Alexandria. Okay. Let's see. So the first card that I got is the Emperor. So this tells me that your twin was possibly feeling very confined, possibly feeling as though he was like sort of locked up, or sort of like emotionally or physically confined in such a way that he felt like he needed to just break free. The next card is Two of Air. So Two of Air is a card that talks about being unable to make a decision, But I'm actually, because of the nature of your question, I'm going to attribute this card for having a meaning that I have never, ever, ever had it make before. And so you said that your twin left in a manic state. And so I think that this is the manic and the depressive. This is those two things, the manic and the depressive, and that they are in conflict, And to further emphasize this card, the last card that we have is an illusion of being trapped and a lack of self-confidence. So that kind of makes sense to me. I feel like I need to pull another card, so I'm going to pull one more. And the card is the Lover's card. So I think what you need to do, Alexandria, is that you really, really just need to pour love his way. And anybody else that can, pour love his way. Because this card is a card that is about choices. And remember what we talked about, Two of Air, that's also generally a card about not being able to make a choice. But your twin needs to be making choices from a place of love instead of making choices from a place of fear. And so if you could help him with that, if you could help him to understand that, pour as much love into that guy as you can, I think that's what he really, really thinks. Okay? So, and you got a lot of people who are sending you love and sending you prayers. And so that's a really awesome thing too. So that's love as well, right? So we're just going to redirect all that love and all that energy straight to the twin and to Alexandria as well. Okay, so now we're going to refresh the Facebook page so that I can take another question or two off of the posts. Oh, that's right. I was going to do Missy. And the reason that I wanted to do Missy is because I finally got these. And it's Doreen Virtue and Grant Virtue's new Angels of Abundance cards. I feel like I was the last person on the planet to get them. So I'm super excited about it. And since your question is a financial one, I thought let's give these puppies a try, right? Okay, so here we go. So this is the first time I've done a reading with these. So for those of you who don't know, when you get a new deck, it needs to be cleared because this got made in a plant, in a manufacturing plant, possibly by somebody who had a bad day, or maybe the Federal Express guy who brought them to you all had a bad day. Or was fearful or worried or scared or whatever. So we need to clear them. And so we're gonna start. So we're gonna do that. So here is a fresh deck of Angels of Abundance. This is my first time to work with them. So we're going to go. And what we're doing is we're imagining the energy falling out of the cards. You can also just do this with some white light that you're putting over the top of the cards if you want. Anna Marie, these are angel oracle cards. They are not tarot. So then what we do is we spread out the cards and we're going to touch every single card. It's sort of like putting your energy into the deck. So you're saying, hello, thank you for the advice. Thank you for giving me really good answers of wisdom. Thank you for the lottery numbers. Not really. Games of chance don't work with divination. I don't know why. It's some sort of rule. If games of chance work with divination, my sister would be a millionaire many times over because she keeps asking me to pick her numbers for her. It doesn't work. So now what we're going to do is we're going to spread them out and put them over our heart and just say a quick little prayer. Dear Archangels, Uriel, Haniel, Jeremiah, and Raziel, please bless and protect these cards. Let the cards bring me answers of wisdom and understanding. Let them bring compassionate answers. Let the answers that I receive from this be of assistance, be of value, be of purpose. Let them really make a difference in people's lives. Let them be of service. And let me know the words of Spirit so as to convey the words of Spirit in such a way as to enlighten, to inspire, and to heal. So now these are ready to go for Missy. All right, Missy, so here we go. Your question is, will my financial situation change for the better? And one. Okay, here we go. Oh, wow. Wow. Okay, so the first card is Moonlighting. And this card, because now keep in mind, I've never seen these cards. So you can start working on your dream career part-time while keeping your other job to pay the bills. Soon your dream career will take flight and fully support you. So this might mean that in the interim you might need a second job in the interim. But look at this. Sever your vows of poverty. So this is a card, and without even reading it, but I'll read it to you in a minute, but without even reading it, I know what this card is talking about, because sometimes people come into this lifetime and they had vows of poverty or vows of chastity in a past life. And those vows are still sticking on, and we need to get rid of them. So let's see what Dorian Grant said. Dear one, there's no need to suffer or sacrifice. Hold the intention of undoing any vows of poverty or self-denial that you may have made consciously or unconsciously in any lifetime. As you do so, all effects of these vows will be undone for everyone in all directions of time. I think Archangel Michael is really good also for working with this. So you might want to include him in that. Also, Archangel Raziel, R-A-Z-I-E-L, the Secrets of God, is known for helping people with working with past lives. And here's the happy card. It is successful funding. And it says, your idea is divinely guided and supported by the same infinite wisdom of God that gave you the idea. Do not allow many concerns to prevent you from turning it into reality. Crowdfunding, partnerships, and other investments are available to help you. But I think that this is just basically trying to say that your future will be successfully funded. So there you go, Missy. All right, yay! So that was fun. It's always fun to have a new deck and get to work with a new deck. Okay, so let's see. Let's see. Okay. So Shelly, hi Shelly. Shelly says, hi Redley, I posted below looking for some guidance for helping my son. We lost our beautiful mom and grandmother, I presume your mom, his grandmother, in April, and I'm worried about him, and I'm wondering if there are any messages for me. Thank you. So, okay, so I'm going to kind of take that in two different ways. First of all, messages for you. I'm going to go to Talking to Heaven, okay? And we're going to see if mom / grandmama, well, that's what we called it in my house. It was grandmama, but you call it grandmother. So, okay, if there's any message from mom / grandmother for you, Shelly. Okay. 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 So the first card is, I have no more earthly worries. I have no more earthly worries. And the next card is, if I had known then what I know now, I would have lived differently. If I knew then what I knew now. And finally, my mind is free. So this is a really interesting reading, because on the one hand it says, I have no earthly concerns. It says, my mind is free. And yet there is this little message in the middle that does say, if I had to do it over again, I might do it kind of differently. So I kind of feel like that what they were talking about here is that she is in heaven, and she does understand that she has no earthly worries, and she does see the big picture. However, from a standpoint of perhaps some ways in which she interacted with you or interacted with the grandson, that she would also like to have done things differently. Maybe she would have liked to have said, I love you more often, or she would have liked to have spent more time with you guys, or something along those lines. So there's that. So we're also going to do a quick reading for the grandson. I don't have a name, but that's okay. We can do it without a name. I'm going to go to, I feel like I'm going to go to Fairy Tarot cards. So Fairy Tarot cards. So here we go. All right. Here we go. And 1. All right, so message. So the first card is 5 of Autumn. So this is a card that talks about lack. Oh, his name is Cody. Yay. Okay, so this is a card that talks about lack. And in fact, if you will look at this picture, what do we have? We have a little boy and an older woman with gray hair. And so, who could that be? Who might we be feeling that is lacking in our life right now? Right? Right. So the next card is Queen of Summer. And I feel like this is you, Shelly, because this is the nurturing mom, the mom that is very concerned about her son and very concerned about taking care of him. Now, the only thing about Queen of Summer that I always do like to remind people, Shelly, is that the Queen of Summer takes care of everybody else without taking care of themselves. And so you have to take care of yourself too, okay? It's very important that you take care of yourself too. And then this last card is 10 of Winter, and this is pretty good. I think this is a good sign. It's like he's gonna move past this. He is. Cody will move past this. It's gonna be okay. So you see this lovely fairy. She's leaving the winter and headed for the warmth of the pasture down here. So he'll be okay. He'll get past this. So don't worry. He'll get past this. Let's see. So I want to do something that is kind of rare, so I'm going to step out of the picture for a minute. So don't go away, because there's something I want to show you, and so just wait, okay? All right, let's see. Where is it? There it is. It's in my stack of things. Okay, here we go. All right. So we have a special guest, sort of. So someone just joined us, and so I wanted to do a shameless plug. The person who just joined us, his name is Diego Behrman, and Diego is an amazing, amazing, amazing man who has written this beautiful book called My Divine Connection. And so I just wanted to point this out to you. If you're not following Diego Behrman, it's B-E-R, well, obviously it's right here, M-A-N. This is one of those situations where someone goes from high science to a more spiritual career, and he's just a magnificent person, a magnificent man, and absolutely worth following. So follow him and check out his book. Okay? Okay. All right. Yay. All right. So that was fun. I just wanted to do that. All right. So let's see. So we need to go to Instagram. Hello, Instagrammers. So someone said, "Can I have my guardian angels' names and a reading on romance?" But I didn't see the name because it went by too fast. So you know who you are. Okay? All right. So guardian angel names, Lucy came right in, right away, Lucy, and Eva. Okay, so Lucy and Eva. So there are your guardian angel names, Eva and Lucy. And we're going to do a romance reading for you using Doreen Virtue's Romance Angel Oracle cards. Okay, and here we go. Her name was Nellie. Oh, well, thank you. That's nice. Nellie. Thank you. Thank you. All right, so here we go. So let's do this romance reading. 2 and 1. Okay, here we go. So the first card is stay optimistic, okay? So no negative thinking. You need to stay positive and in your thoughts and in your beliefs, not just about any relationship that it doesn't matter whether it's a situation where you're looking for a relationship or you're in a relationship. This is very important. Law of attraction, right? Law of attraction, very important that you stay positive. The next card is unrequited love. And so this tells me that Nellie has probably been in a situation where a relationship just didn't work out for her. And what does that kind of tell me? That sort of tells me that that's kind of what's causing this lack of positiveness, because let's face it, this was the past card. So she's felt positive in the past, but not feeling so positive right now because of situations where perhaps she's liked people and other people have not liked her back. And so that's kind of sort of made her feel like, is this ever going to happen, or is it ever going to work? Now, the next card is retreat. And so, and I got to tell you, I'm sort of, this card says it's time to disconnect from the world. And I'm getting this message a lot for me. In fact, I am going to stop what I'm doing, not right now, but I'm going to stop what I'm doing after today's Ask Grad, and I'm going to go spend some time in nature. And look at this. What do we got? We've got a card. Let me get this so everybody can see it. A card that looks like a couple of people out in nature. And then, so the last card is religious factors, okay? Religious factors. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. Now, this can mean a lot of things. This can mean that perhaps you are in a situation where you are of a particular religious belief or a particular spiritual belief, and you are looking for somebody that matches that. So this is actually really interesting because I have a radio show every week on Hay House Radio. It's on every Thursday at 2 p.m. Pacific and 5 p.m. Eastern. And on that show, someone called in, and it was a really fascinating talk. I had the absolutely lovely, enchanting, charming, magical Rebecca Campbell on the show with me. And the woman who called in said, is it just not possible to find a soulmate who is as spiritual as you? And you know, Rebecca Campbell and I, we had the exact same answer to this question. And of course, anything is possible. I believe anything and everything is possible. There's 7.5 billion people on the planet. Of course, it's possible. But I don't know if it happens all that much. And I've got a point. I've got a point, Nellie. Just hold on. I've got a point. I don't know if it happens all that much, because I think there's people like me, and Rebecca Campbell had the exact same situation with her husband, is that there's us, and we're spiritual, and we kind of float away. We sort of float away, and so we need someone that's more grounded. You know, they're more grounded, and so both Rebecca and I had the same situation. We have amazing husbands who support us, who take care of us, who love us, who are super proud of what we're doing. Super supportive, and not the slightest bit interested in our stuff, you know. And they don't play with our cards. They don't read our books. They don't whatever. Although he is reading Genie. So that's my new book that's coming out, Genie: How to Be Your Own Genie, and he's reading it. But anyway, the thing about it though is make sure that you're not like eliminating people who don't have the same belief systems for you as you do. So don't do that, okay? Don't do that. All right, so there's that. Okay, so let's see. Let's see. Where do I need to go? I think I need to go to Facebook. Okay, so hi Facebook. Let's see. I know, right? This woman just said she's always out in the ethers and her husband's a rock. I know, exactly, right? Right. Okay, so let's see. Cindy is wanting to know if she will reconcile with her sister because they have religious differences, and that is getting in the way. So first of all, Cindy, you may have been here earlier when I was talking about Archangel Raguel, Raguel, the friend of God, who helps smooth out relationships, helps bring harmony back into relationships. So for your question, you really need Raguel to be your buddy. So he comes in a pale light blue color, if that helps you. And you'll probably start to see pale blue things, pale blue butterflies, pale blue, all kinds of stuff, if you start working with Raguel. So you want to do that. I want to go to Guardian Angel Tarot cards for this particular question. Let me get Romance Angels out of the way. And here we go. Let's see. Here we go. Reconciliation. Here we go. Okay. Okay. So the first card is Five of Thought. Now, what do we have here? We don't even have to look at the picture. What do we have? We have two siblings, all right, who are not even looking at one another. They're not even facing one another, but we do have an angel that's overlooking the situation. The next card is Five of Action, conflict, challenge. See, throwing snowballs, we did it nicely, but the conflict, the challenge. And I think that the throwing snowballs in a way is almost like throwing jabs at one another. So, so even though you haven't spoken in 2 years. It's almost like the energetic jabs are still kind of going. Energetic jabs are still going. Now here's the good news. The good news is we end with 4 of action, and 4 of action is a card of contentment. But I'm of contentment, of happiness, of your hard work, working out, those kinds of things, and that's really good. But I kind of see something else here. What do we have? This card very typically has a castle in it, and we've really zoomed in on that. And so what I think that is talking about is, yes, it's going to work out, but it's going to kind of work out once you two are under the same roof. So it's like you need an opportunity for you two to be in the same place, And I'm so sorry that religious differences are getting in your way. I know that can be a challenge, and that creates problems for people. And you know, it's like people, you know, it's like, let other people believe whatever they want to believe. You know, and I know, Cindy, I know I don't think this is you. This is not you. I know that. But it's like, just honor other people's religious beliefs or spiritual beliefs. Just honor those. Just let what they believe be okay, and let what you believe be okay, and let's just be at peace about stuff. You know, it's like, you know, I have a dear friend that I am like this with, and we don't believe the same things, but that doesn't change anything. We still love each other to pieces and adore each other and talk and chat and be silly and all kinds of things, because I honor her path and she honors my path. And that's the way we should just all be, right? Isn't that right? Right? Wouldn't it be so much easier? So much challenge on this planet that's based on religion. It's just, gosh, let's just let it go, okay? All right, so good luck, Cindy. I'm sending you blessings and prayers for a quick and happy reconciliation. All right? Okay. Yay. All right, back to Instagram. Let's see. Like the rainbows. Okay, so wow, soulmate is the thing. Soulmate is the thing on Instagram today. There's just, everybody wants that. Okay, so Roxana something or other flew by, and she wants a romance reading. So let's do that. Okay. Wedding ideas. I'm getting married this Halloween. Oh my God. Yes, let me do that. Wedding ideas Halloween. I can so help you because my niece got married on Halloween a year and a half ago. So yeah, we did that. So I'll tell you what I got. All right, but let's go back to Roxanne. Roxana. It's either Roxanne or Roxana. Okay. Okay. Here we go. All right. Okay, wow, holy moly, okay, wow, okay, so soulmate card, true love card, reconciliation card. Wow, that is a lot of love. So let's start with the first two. So soulmate and true love. So if you're asking if love is coming into your life, holy moly, yeah, absolutely. And you know, it's like, and then the last card is reconciliation. So if there's someone that you loved that really, really mattered in your life that you were hoping is coming back, well, make room in the closet, because they gotta have room for their clothes when they come back. So that, I don't even think I need to say anything else. And Roxana's going, oh my God. So I think she got it. All right, there we go. Okay, so okay. A Halloween wedding. Okay, so here's what we did. My sister made all this stuff. My sister is incredible. She can make anything under the sun. And so we didn't go that whole route of like people dressing up or stuff like that, but we did have little Halloween bags for the kids, so that the kids who were coming to the wedding who might be missing out on Halloween, they had trick-or-treat bags, and that way they could like have candy and stuff like that, and they wouldn't feel like they were missing out too much. Kristen used the colors of burnt orange and purple, so beautiful colors together, and somewhat reflective of Halloween without actually going all berserko with Halloween. Also, another thing that my sister did was she decorated a lot with she would just put little pumpkins or little things here and there. Nothing big, nothing like in your face, just here and there. So just nods to things. The groomsmen, however, had underneath their shirts, they had T-shirts that were superheroes, and so they could open their shirts and show that they were either Superman or Batman or whatever. So that was sort of super cool too. So a word to the wise though, try not to make your wedding be that it's going to be too late into the evening. We ran into some serious problems with people who were like looking at their watch because they wanted to go to their Halloween party or they wanted to go do whatever. So if you can adjust the timing such that it isn't like going really late into the evening, I would recommend that. So I don't know how Ask Rad turned into wedding planning advice. But there you are. You know, it's like, that's one of the things about doing readings and being of service to people is that, you know, you just be of service in whatever way it comes up, right? So there we go. All right, so let's see. Oh gosh, my goodness. So I just saw Paul Rue 15 go by, and I did a reading for you already, so hopefully you caught that. If you didn't catch it, I can't save this on Instagram. It doesn't work that way. But it will be saved on Facebook, and it will be on my YouTube account. So Paul Rue, just keep that in mind. Okay, so let's see. Where are we? Let's see. Let's update Facebook page. Go look at my little post. See who's asking questions now. Most recent. Okay. Well, this is a nice, easy question. Karen is asking, hi, is Jim my twin flame? Thank you. Okay, so I just want to, before I pull cards on that, people use the topics of soulmate and twin flame and all this stuff, and they jumble them all together. And I actually talk about this in How to Be Your Own Genie, because romance is an important thing to manifest in your life. You want to have a beautiful relationship. But people definitely have this mix, where they blend twin flames and soulmates, but they're not the same. And I also just want to say, you don't have to be with a soulmate or a twin flame in order to have a beautiful relationship. That is not a requirement. You don't have to do that. So rather than asking the question of, is Jim my twin flame, how about, Karen, we just leave that to the universe. We just leave it to the universe, and instead we ask the question, is Jim the right romantic partner for you? We let go of the labels. We don't need the labels. We don't care about the labels. What do we care about? We care about being in a super happy relationship, and where we are blessed and loved and cared for and happy. That's what we care about. So let's take a peek at that question, and we're going to use I think I'm going to use Angel Answer Oracle cards for the question. Okay, here we go. Okay, so here we go. So the first card is look for a sign. Look for a sign, okay? Look for a sign. And then the next card is if you believe, and the last card is big happy changes. So I think what this is basically saying is that he's the right guy for you, okay? So, but let go of the labels. Let go of the labels, okay? All right, so we've had a couple of questions that I want to answer before I let go here. Someone, Montagut Carla, asked, why Facebook? And the thing of the matter is that Instagram will not allow me to save this video on Instagram. Once it's played, it's gone. It won't let me save it there. So that's why I have to save it on Facebook, which will let me save it, and on YouTube, which also will let me save it. So I have to put it in those two places, but Instagram won't let me. Sorry. And then someone on Facebook asked me, how do I pause this video? Well, this video is going to be over with in 4 minutes, and then it will be saved to Facebook, and then you can pause it or start it or play it all you want, okay? All right, so let's see. Instagrammers, what is up? Okay, so romance reading, please, but the name went by, so now I don't. Oh, I think it was it Carol Lee Jan? Did you ask for a romance reading? Waiting for her to answer. These things go by so fast, and then when I want an answer from somebody, it's like it never comes. It's just like, okay, well, I got to move on. So I don't know what the question was for sure. So, Lady 444, may I have a reading, please? Lady 444. She didn't ask for anything in particular, so I'm not gonna answer. I'm just gonna go. I'm just gonna go for that. Here we go. Okay. Here we go. So, the first card is Three of Fire, and Three of Fire is a card that talks about making long-term plans, okay? Making long-term plans, that's necessary. But this is the card in the past, so I think you've started to make those plans. King of Air is a card that talks about getting advice from someone really, really smart. Really, really smart, really, really wise. And so, so you probably need some advice about your plans. The last card is the Moon, and this is where things are kind of hidden from us, and we can't quite see where things are going to go. But what I find with the Moon is that card, when it shows up, when the Moon card shows up, it means that, it can also mean that things are about to be revealed to us, things that we can't figure out. So perhaps you've got some plans for a business or a career or something about your life purpose. You don't know quite how it's going to happen. But this card says, ask for advice, and finally those things will be revealed to you. Okay, so there you go. Lady 444. All right, so there's that. How much time do we have left? Gosh, we don't have hardly any time left. And the other thing about Instagram is it shuts me off after an hour. It cuts me off. So, we're going to do this last reading, and we're just going to hope that I can get it done before Instagram shuts me off. And it's Carol Lee Jan, and she did ask for a romance reading. So here we go. Here we go. Oh, yeah, it's about to cut me off. So really fast. So the first card is honeymoon, okay? And the next card is new love. I think we should do the new love before we do the honeymoon. But, okay. And getting to know each other. So this is like backwards. Backwards. So Carol Lee Jan, getting to know somebody. I think we're going to do it in the right order. New love, getting to know somebody leads to the honeymoon. Okay? Yay. All right. Okay, so Instagram just kicked me off. So they're gone. Bye. So hi, Facebookers. So what do we got? Well, we're out of time. So thanks so much for being here. You know, I love my time with you guys. I'll get to be with you next week. I won't be able to be with you the next week because I will be teaching in Chicago. So you can find out information about that on my Facebook page or my webpage, RadleyValentine.com. So just check that out. Love to all of you guys. I hope you have an amazing, magical, wonderful week. And always remember, life is magic.